What does senior day mean for you here?
It's going to be bittersweet. I want to be going out to my teammates, the boys who set me in since I got here. It's going to be a bittersweet one playing my favorite stadium, my favorite school. So I'm just ready to take it all in.
Got to be a little different for you, only really being here for a year.
Right.
This last game probably feels like you just had the first one.
Right. I mean, it's anything. I go 10 toes in anything I do. So I mean, I'm just treat this place like it's been my home 4 years. I mean, they treated me just like I've been here for 4 years. So due to circumstances, I only got one year here, but overall, I'm just gonna take it in and be thankful for the teammates, the bonds that I got. The fans that are supporting my teammates that supporting me. So overall, it's gonna be a great experience.
What would it mean for you and you guys to be undefeated in the Swamp this year?
It'd be great. I mean, like I said, people don't know we lose a game in the Swamp, we got to run a stadium. So we pride ourselves on not losing in the home field. So, but it's gonna be really good. I mean, it's very hard to do to stay undefeated at home. I mean, anything. So with the teams that come here, the time that we play, how hard we play, it just all pay off.
What impressed you about this senior class? I mean, you came in, I'm sure they welcomed you with open arms, but just in terms of the tone they set with this program.
Like I said, I mean, I came in the mindset I had unfinished business. They had the same mindset as well. Once I got here, during the workouts, we mentioned it to each other and understood what we wanted to do, what we wanted to accomplish last year, and it didn't happen. So just everybody get on that same page as far as trying to get where we want to be. It just made it that much easier to do.
But just in terms of like their attitude, approach, the example they set for the rest of the program and the younger players.
Yeah. Overall, I mean, it's just like you see it when the young guys that step up and play in these key moments. I mean, they make plays when they need to. So it just comes from preparation. The older guys helping out the young guys when times when they need help as far as experience. So everything has been good. They've done a really good job, and I still see a bright future with these young guys.
Has the year been everything you thought it would be?
Yeah. I mean, and then some. I mean, I didn't even expect to do any half of what I've done, especially coming off the injury. But overall, just thankful that I can do this and still play the game.
David Reese, what kind of example has he set?
Hard nosed. I mean, I remember watching David when I was in Louisville. I mean, just always knowing number 33 was out there, middle linebacker. I mean, he's an old school downhill linebacker, gonna come hit you. Very physical, very smart. A lot of people don't understand that he's one of the smartest guys on the team. So hats off to him. I mean, he's done an exceptional job and continues to do it even later in the season. A lot of guys will kind of fall off towards the end of the year. Just go through the motions. Not him. I mean, he's going hard.
Where's that football IQ kind of show itself most?
Basically, how to fit certain gaps. How to know his players. Understand like what their tendencies like to do. I mean, if I'm out there on his side, I mean, we communicate. I tell him where to fit. Sometimes he'll tell me what he was about to do. So it just feeds off of each other, makes the game that much easier.
What was it like the first time you ran out of the tunnel here?
Man, it was. Spring game was big enough just because it was the amount of people at that spring game was about the most I played in my old prior school. But to actually for the first time as a game, it was huge. I mean, it was just basically eye-opening, dream come true. Just everything that you can imagine as far as emotion-wise. I mean, it happened. It happened.
How did you fare against Florida State in your Louisville days?
Times I played, I think I did fairly well. I mean, definitely I got unfinished business well. When I played, we got the W. Last 2 years, I was injured, it didn't go as well. But yeah, I'm taking that same mentality over from when I was at Louisville to here now. So I mean, it's going to make it that much better. We're playing at the home field. Guys gonna be healthy, gonna be all strong. And we hopefully make some plays.
So you're personally 1-0 against them?
Personally, yeah. Let me see, 2-0 actually.
2-0.
Because we beat them twice. I think the year we were top in the country, and then the year after that. So yeah, I'm 2-0. So, but I mean, I take that loss well the last 2 years as well too. So I'm not gonna leave my boys like that. No, I take that loss too. Can't do that.
This is the rubber match game. You're 2-2 then.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So this is all the marbles here.
You played against Cam Akers and you tackled?
Yeah, I have. Cam, that's a ball player. I mean, I have nothing bad to say about him or the running backs they got over there. I mean, they got some really good players over there, despite the season they're having. A lot of internal stuff, I mean, they can't control that. But I just know they got some good ball players over there. And they're going to come out everything, throwing all their punches just like we will, too. So we'll expect a dogfight.
There's a lot.
This is the kind of game that can make their season, though,
Right,
you think?
right. I mean, I think this game makes them bowl eligible, I would think.
I think
already bowl
Yeah,
eligible.
they're 6-5.
Yeah, but it just sets them up for a better bowl game. So, and then bragging rights. I mean, the state of Florida, I mean, if they win this game, it doesn't matter what they've done all year. They're going to basically take a W as the season. So we're going to go out there with the same mentality. We're going to continue to impose our will and make sure that they feel us.
For you guys, what is the talk in the locker room? Is it it protect the swamp, go undefeated? Is it get to the New Year's Six Bowl? Is it streak against Florida State? You've lost 4 in a row.
Yeah.
Or they've lost 4 in a row.
Right.
Florida State here.
Ours is we got to beat. I mean, we got to beat the heck out of these boys. That's our whole mindset. I mean, there's nothing else as far as like worrying about bowl game or after the game, you know, getting rest and none of that. I mean, our mindset is to beat the heck out of them. So, I mean, they're gonna think the same thing. I hope they think the same thing, but that's how we come.
What's the key to stopping Akers?
All hats to the ball. I mean, one person, it's kind of hard for one person to tackle him, but if we get there, you got to wrap him up and everybody rally to the ball. But we got to be physical. I mean, he's a good back, so we're ready for him, though. We're ready.
Did you ever talk to Odell on the recruiting trail, their defensive line coach, now their interim coach?
I talked to somebody over there. I can't remember. But, yeah, they did recruit me as I was in a transfer portal coming right before I came here. But, yeah, I think that's about it. I mean, I know some guys over there as well. I mean, they had some guys from Western Kentucky and a couple guys, you know, that I know at Louisville once, of course, too. So, overall, I mean, I'm excited. It's gonna be a hell of a game, and I can't wait.
See, you know, we've talked. You're Senior Bowl bound. Obviously, you're NFL bound. But would it mean a lot to be an All-American at the college level?
I mean, it'll mean everything. I mean, talk about that just now is just still crazy because, I mean, just as a child, I mean, I never expected it to be like this or even get mentioned that or talks about my name in the same conversation. But that would basically be the ice on the cake. I mean, everything that I've worked for, you know, as an undergrad and all the nights being a graduate now, I mean, it'll all pay off red shirt year and everything. So the people who know me, been around me, know to understand the struggle and the grind that I put on. They understand how I feel.
Did you go through any senior day type stuff at Louisville?
No, I wasn't graduated yet, and I ended up graduating after the final game. So this will be my senior.
What are you expecting emotions-wise?
I don't know. I'm definitely be sad just off of me. College football is over with for me, and obviously playing in the swamp. I mean, it's still a dream come true that I can think about since I was a child. So overall, I mean, I'm just gonna take it all in and accept it as if I was at Louisville. So my boys back in Louisville, they had theirs. So, you know, this gonna be for them too.
How many family are you planning on having there?
As many as I get some tickets. If I can get enough tickets, then I can get as many people I can. But they want to be stingy with tickets. So hey, right now I only got 4, but I'm trying to get a lot of people out there. But as long as I got my mom and my stepdad, my brother and sister out there, that's all that matters.
Dan was saying earlier that Jabari's been cleared to go. I mean, what does it mean to have you kind of missed not having that guy around you?
Yeah, man, I feel for him. I mean, I've been in his shoes. Luckily, he's actually got to play a couple games, man, as opposed to me. I couldn't play the whole year, so I just told him to just look at the bright side of things. I mean, you can still, the fact that you're still able to come back and play, walk, you know, be able to strap it on during that season, just be thankful for that, you know. But he's capable. He knows what he's got ahead of him. We both know it. I mean, I just feel for him, but it's been great to see him out there, you know, just to see him strapped up. I mean, you can see on his face he's excited to get back out there, and especially against his team, the way he can go out on senior day will be a great thing for him.
How close are you to 100?
I feel good. I mean, I feel
do
good.
everything with the
ankle? I feel good. So, like I said, I mean, everybody gonna feel stuff. I mean, but me, I feel good. I feel good.
I know you've only been here a year, but what do you hope the legacy of the senior class is?
Man, that they understand how hard we work. I mean, despite the season, I mean, despite the injuries that we had, I mean, we still had a fairly really good season. I mean, so though with injuries or not, I mean, we didn't get the result we wanted in the end part, but you know, just the bond that we have and still possibly win 10 games is going to be a huge thing for us. So to do that is major because, I mean, to try to get 10 wins in this league is very difficult. So we done our part. You know, hopefully it rubbed off on the younger guys to keep the tradition going and hopefully just build up more than what we did this year, and they can just take this and go in the offseason and hopefully get the result they want next year.
How early did you kind of sense a hunger to improve from maybe 10 wins to 11 wins or 12 wins?
Right. It's overall, I mean, it's hard. I mean, we understood how hard they worked the past year, and I understand what it takes to be at that level and play with those teams and get that many wins. So for us to take that in the offseason and actually work that much harder and understand, you know, if we got a little bit more, we're going to get it out of us. So to do that, that's what it requires to get to where we want to be. And like I said, hopefully we rubbed off on the younger guys to understand what it took, and so that way when the next year comes, it'll be easy for them to wait.
Was there any particular moment that stood out where you're like, okay, this is it, this is what it is?
Yeah, it's a lot of them. I mean, just overall during workouts, you know, during practices and stuff like that, you know, just especially after Auburn game, we kind of understood like, okay, we actually got a chance to do something really big here. And despite we got injuries and stuff like that, I mean, due to circumstances, we didn't get the result we wanted. But overall, the fact that we still got to this point now with the people that we have and all the schedule we had and all the outside stuff, the adversity we fought, we're blessed to be in this position. So I can't complain. I mean, I wish we could have better results, but you got to be thankful for the stuff that we do have.
Thanks, John.
All right.
Thanks, John.
Have a good one.